Okay, I think that's good. I kind of like the shadow effect. You know, that's shadows and Halloween kind of go together anyway. And I'm going to just thicken up this stem idea here. Stitch that in. And you know, the other thing you can do, you know, I didn't really use contrast seams here, but you can also stitch into the seam using a split back stitch to outline a section of patchwork. I've done that a lot before, and having this extra layer here is really critical when you do that, because otherwise you're sewing right through into almost space, because there is really a space in here, you know. So this gives it a little bit of grip. It's just very sunny here today. I'm going to come in with 2 strands of like a reddish color and just see how that looks as an outline. You know, the outline could be just to accentuate something, or it could be to create a kind of shadow. Sometimes I like to use realistic things. I mean, I could maybe highlight this area as if the moon was shining on it, and then put a darker line down here as if it was in the shadow, because sometimes those kinds of things make these fantasy ideas a little bit more realistic or convincing. But this stitching in the seam, you know, since you can use contrasting thread for the piecing, as I've described before, you can also come back in and change, accentuate, or outline by stitching in the seam. And you can also add extra color, perhaps, to complete your composition or something like that. I mean, I could also come back in here and wrap it, you know, like I do wrapped back stitch or something, and make sort of a decorative seam embellishment. And it also hides a messy seam. If that's bothering you, you can also go over a section that doesn't look good. It's kind of an erasing method. But it really does start to create some sort of a tapestry now by really solidifying the in-between part where the things come together. So there's lots to do there. In this case, I think I will try shading.